All right, just quickly while I'm waiting for John Ray, we're going to be working on advanced exercise today. And this is utilizing a Vedic sutra, mathematical sutra called All from 9, Last from 10. In the Indian language, it would be called Nikalam Navata Charamam Dasata. And basically, and this is unique to Trampilli Arnis, you're not going to find this in other Filipino martial arts. We all do the basic sort of drills or exercises in beginning stages, and then later on in the advanced stages, we kind of get creative, and then figure out ways to make the drills more engaging. So this is unique, like I said, to Trampilli Arnis, and I originally used this Vedic Sutra for fakes, which it works great for, especially when I'm utilizing it in our numbering system. But this can also be used to work attributes as a whole. So footwork, getting in and out of range, combinations, fakes, timing, angling, and all that stuff. Basically, as a quick example, what you're doing is, say you want to subtract 5,885 from 60,000. You count how many digits there are here, count the zeros here, make a partition, minus 1 from the left-hand side, so that would be 5. And then 9 minus 5 here, 4, 9 minus 8, 1, same thing there, 1. And then the last from 10, 10 minus 5 is 5. So you add that to this, it'll give you 60,000. So for our purposes, we're using 100. And let's say, okay, I already wrote it down here, so 36, right? So again, 9 minus 3, 6. Actually, with this one, you, again, count the digits. So 1, 2, and then that would be 100 here. We're going to make a partition line, minus 1 there, and that would be 0. And then you go 9 minus 3, 6, 10 minus 6, 4, 64 plus 36 is 100. You choose any number, and it'll always, when you add them to, it'll equal 100. So that's the Vedic Sutra, all from 9, last from 10. So for our purposes, like I said, if we choose a number, let's say 49, and it's all from 9, which is, for us, it's retreating into the long range, it would be a 9 thrust minus 4, that would be our fake, and then the resulting or complement strike would be 5. And then to get back in, because it's guerrilla fighting, right, or if the opponent is then retreating himself, or, we have to chase him, or we just need to enter, it would be a 10 strike, which is our downward vertical strike, minus 9. That would be our fake. They don't have to be fakes, but for our purposes, we're working fakes. And then the resulting or complement strike would be 1. If you add these two together, 51 plus 49 give you 100. And then you can go on, and this is really more an engaging way to work these attributes. And we can actually flow from one number to the next. 49, okay, next. You just shout out the numbers, okay, 38, and then you kind of work the drills from there. So if it was 38, right, your 9 minus, we know that it's going to be 0 for the first one, because like I said here, it's 2 digits here for the 38, I can write, and then you put a partition, so 0, 0, put a partition, minus 1 from the 1 gives you 0 automatically. 9 minus 3, that would be our fake, would be 3. Remember, all from 9, so 9 minus 3 would be 6, would be the complement strike, or the resulting strike. Then last digit, last from 10, 10 would be our strike, our downward or vertical strike. Minus 8 would be our fake, and then that would be 2, right? Our complement strike or final strike. You add those two numbers together, 62, 38, give you 100. So we can go on and on with different numbers, and it helps us to sort of flow into different attack modes, attack and defense. And then, it gives us more of a fun way of working the attributes, as opposed to just doing repetitive, which is important too. I'm not saying those aren't important, but this just sort of engages the student a little bit more, and sort of helps to, because you keep shouting out numbers at the end of it, because we go back and forth, And then, you know, it helps to keep the flow going, which is important as well in our drills. All right, so we'll show more about that when he arrives later on. Yeah, so okay, I'm here with John Ray. We're going to sort of demo what I was talking about earlier with relation to the all from 9 last from 10. We're using it in a drill format or an exercise where he's retreating, we're all from 9, and then he's advancing again. It's sort of like guerrilla fighting with the last from 10. Okay, so we do 16. So 9 minus 1. Okay. Right. 10 minus 6. Good. Okay. All right, another number, we'll do 22. All right, so 9 minus 2. Okay. And then 10 minus 2. Good. Yeah. All right, we'll do another one. Last one is 43. So 9. Ooh, minus 4. Boom. 5. Boom. And then 10 minus 3. What? 7. Bam. Good. All right, so that's just using the that Vedic Sutra, utilizing it in a sort of ranging exercise, but using working on footwork, timing, fakes, and arm strike.